Hey YouTube, it's Jared60067 and this is a WWE with a little bit of TNA action figure collection review, if you will. It's just to show you the collection I have so far, a little bit of an in-depth look of my collection, and I'll get into the figures now. This figure here, this is a CM Punk, and this is a WWE Build-A-Wrestler Elite Pay-Per-View Series 2 CM Punk. It's very accurately detailed with the tattoos. I don't know if this camera is going to pick it up, but the tattoos are done pretty well, I have to say. No Cobra or Pepsi logo, but you know, the figure's a very good one. You know, the detail is pretty good. Even on the face scan, it's pretty good. This figure also comes with a WWE Championship, which I've put on Cena as he's the current champion. And the attire is sort of like, I don't know, maybe like an army. Like it's green, white, and red. I don't know. And you got the X's on the wrist, and you got drug and free on the fingers there. I don't know if my camera's going to pick that up. Nah, probably won't. And yeah, these are the boots, which I think are pretty good. I like the colours, that's why I got this one. And I thought the attire was pretty cool on this one. Have a look at the tattoos on this. You got the ace cards, and I don't know if anyone knows, but if anyone cares about this, but these armbands, these rubber armbands, and these knee pads kind of irritate me, because when you try to bend the legs, you can't bend the legs, and you end up actually damaging the figure trying to bend them. I mean, they really should just either sort of do this, which, you know, this John Cena figure, if you look here, they're actually sort of painted on, but like made it 3D so they look like they're real. You know, give the effect of the the knee pads there. You know, so you have, but they're not actual knee pads, so you can still move the leg without damaging it. I think they should do that, or make it elastic, because to be honest, it is quite annoying. Here's the John Cena. This is from the Kane and John Cena WWE Battle Pack Series 19. I put the belt on him because he's the current champion, so I thought I'd put the belt on him. And the belt's pretty good as well. I have to say that the Jakks ones were always crap, and they still are. And the Mattel ones, they are quite good, quite detailed. You know, I mean, this one's not as shiny as some of them are, but to be honest with you, it's a figure, who cares? And there you got the You Can't See Me. This is a green one. I think that was from when Kane was feuding with John Cena. That's why they gave him this attire. I'm not sure actually about that, but I do like the detail in this one. The face scan on this is pretty good. I have to say, this looks exactly like John Cena. Here's the back of the figure. Yeah, and like I said, with these knee pads are better. You know, that painted in and just made to look like they're knee pads. This makes it much easier. You can bend the legs easier with this. I reckon they should use that for every figure. You know, it makes it much easier instead of these rubber ones that you can't even move them. And that's John Cena from the WWE Battle Pack Series 19. And it came with, obviously, Kane. The Battle Pack was John Cena and Kane. And I reckon this is a very, very good Kane. Face scan is pretty good. I saw the first Kane they made, and I didn't like it, so I waited, and then this one came out, and it looks pretty good. I mean, the elite version of this figure is quite, well, disappointing, because it didn't have armbands, you know, the elbow pads even. But again, these rubber ones, again, annoying with bending the arms. But yeah, the face scan is pretty good, very detailed. They did a very good job on the paint on these figures. My camera into focus on it. There. And you got the attire here, which, to be honest with you, it could have been better. The WWE with the Kane's new attire, but this sort of dots, you know, I don't see the point in then only having one flame here and nothing on this side. But, you know, I still like Kane. I like the fact that he's got his mask back. He looked like a twat without the mask. And this is a classic Kane. It's a WWE Elite Series 12 flashback Kane. It actually does come with that voice thing he used to use, but I lost that. But this is the figure, and the mask is pretty well done. You know, if my camera will focus on this, yeah, very detailed. You know, I recommend you buy this Kane. It's a very good one. And obviously he's elite, so you know you can bend the legs a bit easier with this. And obviously it's got more movement. You got the chest that can move up like that. That's the one thing I like about elites. But to be honest with you, basics are pretty good as well. I don't really have that many elites at the moment now. I plan to get some more. And I'll show you the back of the figure. Okay, Elite Series 12 flashback Kane. And this is a very old figure. I got it about 3 years ago. It's a Mattel Elimination Chamber 2010 Elimination Chamber Rey Mysterio. It's a very good one. I have to say the tattoos on it is pretty good. And the face scan is pretty good as well. I kind of like, because the mouth expression does look like Rey Mysterio's mouth, you know. So they haven't just like rushed the figure like Jakks used to do. I like the mask. Although actually, to be honest, I shouldn't really be bashing Jakks that much. They do face scans pretty well. They're just not very realistic when it comes to the body. They make it too big, or you know, like they make skinny guys with like pumped up veins. It's like, dude, they do not look like that in real life. I don't know if you can see, but it's orange 619 going on his trousers, his pants there. If you're in American, pants, trousers in the UK. 619. And this is sort of like a logo here. A skull, if you can make that out. And that is a basic Rey Mysterio Elimination Chamber 2010. And this is a Drew McIntyre. This is a basic Elimination Chamber 2010 also. And I reckon it's a really good one as well. Very good face scan for Drew McIntyre. Very good face scan. I reckon that looks exactly like him. And the attire is this. His old one is that's the Scottish flag, sort of, you know, on the sides of his trunks, and the same on his knee pads. Elimination Chamber Basic 2010 Drew McIntyre. And The Undertaker. This is also 2010 Elimination Chamber Basic Undertaker. It's just basically, it's Elimination Chamber 2010, figure. That's all it said on the box. It's not like, I don't know if it says what series this is, but it just said Elimination Chamber 2010 on this, and this is Undertaker, obviously with his straps down. It's a very good face scan for Undertaker. That's 2010 Elimination Chamber Basic Undertaker. And another Elimination Chamber 2010 Basic Big Show. I reckon that's a very good face scan for Big Show. Tattoos. Big old gut. No knee pads. This is when he didn't have any knee pads. There you go. Basic 2010 Elimination Chamber Big Show. And this is the last Elimination Chamber Basic 2010 Chris Jericho Y2J. The face scan looks a little bit funny, but I reckon it looks like Jericho if my camera will focus on it. And the ring attire, it's got Jericho written across the front, and again on the back, Jericho. And on the boots again, Jericho in this sort of purpley silver design. Again, this face scan does look kind of funny, but it still looks a lot like Jericho. Now I've got a couple of old ones. This is a Austin, Jakks specific Austin 316. I think this is the 2001 attire. It's actually got Stone Cold's signature on the shorts. I don't know if my camera will pick that up. My camera takes a long time to focus, so I'll just show you. There's a few like marks on the legs, but nothing like too big. Just basically those two marks. Apart from that, it's literally, this is mint condition. Apart from those two marks I just showed you here, apart from those two marks, it's mint condition. And it's got this. I don't know if you know, but when these figures were out, they had the Titantron, and you put the foot on the two metal bars, and then it would play the music. And I don't know if my camera's focused yet. It's the face scan. Pretty decent face scan. Austin. I got Stone Cold skull, smoking skull. It's got the signature there, but can't really see. Unfortunately, the camera's crap. Oh no, there you go. Signed by Stone Cold. I do have the WWE 13 game Austin edition, and the signatures look the same. But anyway, if anyone wants this figure, I'm willing to sell it. Just to let you know that. And this is a RVD Jakks. It's a little bit of paint off the straps around here, but apart from that, it's also in mint condition. I never understood why they made the superstars so big. I mean, look, you got RVD with big, massive Batista arms and veins popping out, and I never understood why they did that. You got veins popping out. RVD was never that big. and obviously it didn't come with knee pads. Fortunately, it didn't have the. At this time they'd already gone past that. You got RVD and the face scan. Kind of looks like he's taking a dump, but it's fairly decent. Plop. Just joking. Yeah, it does. It looks pretty good, especially for a Jakks. It's the back. Got like a claw coming down, four claws. And I have this Jakks Ministry of Darkness Undertaker. It's in mint condition, but it's quite dirty, you know, because it's been on the floor a few times, and I had it when I was only like 8 or 7 years old, so it's quite an old figure. It's one of those figures where if you turn the head, it goes, but obviously the battery's gone. It's also obviously rubber one, so you bend it like this. Not that realistic, this one. Ministry of Darkness Undertaker. Yeah, that's where you put the battery in. And I got this Jeff Hardy. Now obviously I didn't know about how crap they were before I bought them, but it's got a very good face scan. I would give them that. The face scan is always good, and obviously the hair is pretty decent as well. But Jeff Hardy does not have this big arms. You got veins popping out over here. Why is Jeff Hardy got veins popping out of his muscles? He's not that big. That's why I don't buy Jakks. It's so not accurate when it comes to the superstars' bodies. The arms and the legs, they're not very accurate. And plus they're giant. I mean, if you compare this figure to this Jericho, I mean, look how big it is compared to this Jericho. And this one's probably the worst one. I mean, he's got a massive fat head, and no way is Hulk Hogan was not even that muscly in his day. And they got veins popping out again, always the same. I mean, the face scan is pretty good, but the head is way too big for his body. This one is the exception. He's still too big, but the arms are very realistic. I mean, Abyss doesn't have veins and doesn't have too big arms, and I'd say that's pretty damn realistic for Abyss. I'd say, and you got the big gut. This is probably one of the most realistic Jakks that I've seen for a while. And I got a Flex Force TLC ring, and it came with a chair and a breakable table and a bendable ladder. If you can see it there, a bendable ladder. And obviously this figure launcher that will obviously crash through there. You just throw a figure through there. And this is a classic Raw basic ring and the spring. And that's my figure review. Just one quick thing: the John Cena and the Kane Battle Pack Series 19 came with this. I don't know if you remember, he chokeslammed Zack Ryder onto this during their feud. Embrace the hate. Anyway, that's my figure review. Thanks for watching. Peace.